It is Saturday the 29th. It is just about time to leave, and I am actually not going to work solo today. I'm taking Jared with me because he's gonna film my show. Just said bye to Jared. I forgot how much I love just like car chats in the morning with him. He and I used to do that whenever we were CPs together and we would go to work together and leave together. I'm glad I get to have that again. Something I can talk about, I guess last night they had a Disney Park vlog after hours thing where basically they had a tour, which we have all the time, on the track, but they had special characters dressed up like the different scenes, like interacting and taking pictures with people, which I think is really cool. And they also had dinner in Oz, and then they had a DJ in finale, so that's pretty cool. I don't think they had to pay for it. I think it was, maybe they did have to pay for it, I can't remember. But I mean, that looked interesting. There was a lot of people though, so hopefully there's no snacks on my track. I just got off work. The weather is wonderful, by the way. It like stormed for an hour and now it feels awesome. Also, we went one-on-one, we closed today for an hour because of an incident. But like, it was funny because it happened right when I got my break again. Literally the last three evacuations, well, we closed down and we evacuated. Last three evacuations we've had, I've literally, like, it's happened right after I got like my break, like my last break. It was the funniest thing ever. That, and it's always been that I get the vehicle, like it's like a vehicle on dock that's an issue, and I inherited it. It was the funniest thing ever. I'm like, again? Really? I'm not complaining. But like, it went really smoothly. We were down for an hour though, so, but like that was because it was like security and managers were making a bigger deal out of it than it was supposed to be, so it took a little longer. But like, I'm currently looking for Jared right now. I don't see him anywhere. I'm gonna call him in a sec. Oh, and I got candy. Alright, so we're home from Hollywood Studios. I literally just watched, I did not realize how much Jared was going to film. He filmed a lot for Jared's journal, and that's going to be his own separate video that I'll post eventually. But I'm going to show you what he's playing anew. What's your Marvel game called?
Marvel Heroes Omega.
Marvel Heroes. And it's on Steam?
Yeah, it's also for Xbox One and PS4.
It's his current obsession at the moment. But I got some things in the mail that I'm really excited about that I want to show you, kind of like a sneak peek to my Mickey's Not So Scary costume. I got this, some fuchsia color fabric paint. I got some Bobs. I love the Bobs brand, but I didn't realize this was memory foam. I need some new Bobs. My Bobs have lasted me 2 years that I wear all the time. And I got some wet ones that I'm going to paint. Ooh, they're memory foam. This excites me. Look how nice. Look how nice. I actually need to get another pair because my black and my silver ones are all worn out. But these are really nice. These are nicer than the ones that I currently have. I'm just missing and I'll tell you this now because I probably won't talk about it. I'm just missing, I ordered a teal one of this fabric paint to paint these, and it's not here, so I'm gonna have to check on that. But this is my little sneak peek to my Mickey's Not So Scary costume. I'm going to partially paint these with fuchsia and teal, but you're not gonna know what it is. But I didn't realize when you purchase Bob's, they don't make a donation to save the lives of dogs and kitty cats, which is awesome. The Best Friends Animal Society to help save lives of dogs and cats in shelters across the country. That's so cool. Oh, they have a little animal sanctuary. Puppy! I like that a lot. I did not realize it. I just bought them because they're like Toms and they're very, very supportive. That makes me feel special. Aw, look at me. So I didn't tell you. Yesterday, Disney Parks blog had, Disney Parks blog, Backstage Magic, and another group somewhere along the lines of doing special events, did a after hours magical experience inside the Great Movie Ride. And I'd seen something on Twitter about it.
basically what it consisted of is them walking along the track, going scene by scene, and they actually got to not only experience each scene activated, which for those who don't know meant that someone had to actually manually activate it because our vehicles do that for us, but it had the characters from the movie scenes that the guests could meet. So like Muggsy and some girl who I can only assume was supposed to be like a hooker or something. The Good Witch in The Wizard of Oz. They had a cowboy and like a couple of other people. And they had them go from scene to scene, taking pictures and experiencing the scene, And then when they got to finale, there was a DJ and they had food and drinks, which consisted of desserts and, yes, alcohol. And rock candy, I think, as well. And when I was thinking about it, I was like, okay, well, I hope they cleaned up afterwards. Come to find out, there were 2 GMR cast members. Yes, I said 2 cast members who were running the whole event, which the whole event was supposed to be a small group, which I thought it was just Disney Parks blog. I thought the cast member one was separate. It was over 100 guests. They had 2 GMR cast members who worked it, who were watching the guests, and then a handful of event cast members, which event cast members have never worked well with attractions cast members for any dessert party or event, to the point where they didn't clean up very much at all. There was alcohol spilled all over the finale scene and rock candy, to the point where our own managers were getting down on their hands and knees cleaning everything up, so that way it was spotless for when the actual cleaning crew came in and polished the ground and did all their stuff. And I was just like I talked about to you guys, I saw Inside the Magic's video this morning about it. And when I got to the end and I saw that they had food, I was like, there better not be any food laying around or anything. And I heard that last night that there was a huge mess that they had to clean up. For example, they have to look at the Great Movie Ride courtyard to make sure there's no fallout. The event staff let the guests into the courtyard early because they didn't have anywhere to put them. And so they just let them into the Great Movie Ride in the queue line early. And they were supposed to wait in the queue line, so that way they were out of the way and organized. But the event staff let them just kind of head on into the pre-show area, which they didn't all fit, because that area doesn't fit 100. And so, that event went really well. Good job. Glad I didn't work it. Apparently, though, there is a special D23 event coming up, and then there's another special event that's going to be happening either in the morning or in the evening, I can't remember, but that's also coming up. So I'm like, can I not work the next 2 weeks? I don't want to have to deal with this. On that note, the schedule drop that is dropping tomorrow is the last full week that I have at the Great Movie Ride, because our last opening day is a Sunday, which hopefully I will not have that day to work. Hopefully I'll have that day off. So, very interesting. On that note, I'm going to say goodnight. I need my pizza that's sitting over there waiting for me. Say goodnight, Jared.
Good night, Jared.
Oh, and what do they need to do? They need to go watch the
Jared Journals.
Yeah, go watch the Jared Journal. It'll be posted the same time that this video is. So go check that out. It's a lot more interesting than this video was. Good night, guys.